just wanted to bring up the snafu the clerk issue. The expenses incurred in the county.
I had a lot of phone calls from a lot of people that lived in the area asking about the cost that was involved with $13,600 that was spent, and asking if the village was reimbursing that or whose cost that was, and questioning even why someone would spend that kind of money to get a job that doesn't even pay that much money. So
as far as I know, the clerk doesn't, candidate hasn't asked to be reimbursed by us. It was paid. We didn't pay, so that's the answer to that.
So for transparency's sake, it's not going to be requested of the village to pay it.
That's what I know.
I'd like to hear that from the clerk.
Not at this time.
Not at this time.
Not at this time.
Could it come later?
Not at this time. Hold one of your lines over there. Not at this time.
Alright.
And just to be clear what happened here, I went and voted early. This clerk was not on my ballot. There was no clerks on the ballot. Later on, close to election day, the week before, I got a ballot mailed to me that I didn't request that had Karri Miller on it, and invited me to vote for or mail it in. That seems strange. I don't know if that's legal or not, but it was approved by court, because her husband had to file a lawsuit, which cost over $13,000 to reprint the ballot, apparently mail out there ballots to people. So I would encourage the next president and board to not reimburse this clerk for her error.
Well, it was calamity there. I mean, it got set up here the last page, didn't get attached.
I would also-
Should have followed up.
I would describe her as a calamity of errors as well.
But I should put up down there at the county clerk's office isn't any better.
Describe
I
it
mean,
as
they did not send out proofs to anybody, which is not like they have in the past. So no government that they were handling the elections for was just the whole, nobody's following up.
So is there going to be another lawsuit against them for those items, still trying to blame them and then try to come back for those reimbursement costs at some point in time?
Lawsuits against the group when
You're saying that there's fault at the county clerk's office?
I'm not saying there's a whole, you're running an election and you don't send out proofs to the people that you're serving, and you just assume that's the two wrongs don't make a right. I mean, each one of those municipalities should have reached out and asked. We have 14-day follow-ups and what I do in my business, but if that's clerk's office, county clerk's office is in disarray. So, I mean, it just, yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. But it hasn't been requested to be reimbursed.
I took a look at the court transcript and it was pretty well argued out in the court that the error was not the fault of the county. It was just an error by, unfortunately, the clerk of Poplar Grove. And so that's why the judge ordered that she would have to pay in order to do that. And there was one request to have the village pay the cost, which it was recommended that wasn't the village's responsibility. So the clerk,
I don't know.
it was discussed with the attorneys.
Whose turns?
Our
turns. Okay, all right.
And it was advised that was appropriate, so.
Okay.
So that's why we were just concerned that the taxpayers are over in the footing this $13,000.
Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
I believe we have a public comment on this item.
Could I just interject and say, when I was a county clerk, we never sent out a specimen ballot. It was up to them to come and check. And when they sent the certification, they certified that those were the names that were to be on the ballot. So when we, as the county clerk and an employee, we would double check and read the certifications, compare it to what we had submitted to our vendor, and it was checked that way. So she certified to the county that these names were to be on the ballot. It wasn't their responsibility to call her and say, oh, do you have a clerk?
And I didn't say it.
I know, you're not saying it, but I'm just saying, this is how it's been going for the last 50 years.
In past, I've seen examples before they've gotten a permit.
Have you requested them, or
I had
have
not
they
requested them,
just,
it was nice.
automatically sent
We
them?
looked, and she sent them to the committee chairs. So, you wanted to talk about transparency of the money, so the money hasn't been requested, so. We're going.
No, we just wanna make sure that because I had lots of phone calls on this, I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware that it's not being paid for by the village, that it was not, the lawsuit didn't even have, I looked into it to make sure that the lawsuit didn't even have the village's name on it, it was brought by Karri and not by the village, so the village is not responsible. So, I think we just need that transparency, on the record.
Thank you. I have nothing more to add. Anybody else?
Thank you, Pam.
Pam, if you could please fill out a yellow sheet for the record.
Oh, very definitely, I will.
Okay. Move to adjourn. That ends our second agenda. Take a motion to adjourn by Owen, a second by Austin. Those in favor? Aye. Those against? It is 7:15, April 9, 2025. We are adjourned.